All right, everybody, welcome in as we get rocking and rolling on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville, the first one of this new year, and we are excited to be here, and excited to be here the very first time coming at you live on Spirit Radio 94.3. Billy Cauthen in the house. What's up, B-Man?
Awesome. What number are we on?
Episode 660. You got a good number today.
660. All right, I hit an even number. There we go.
You got a good number today. Well, we do want to welcome everybody in, and those of you may be joining us on social media as well. Just working out a few little kinks here. Eventually, we're going to have Tyler Fordyce as our producer here on the show, so it'll be pretty cool. But he's out today. He's up in Dallas with the Passion. There's a Passion conference going. It sounds like, wait a minute, Passion.
The real truth is we couldn't find the owner's manual for the place, so we're just winging it.
Yeah. If you are on social, let us know you're out there. Maybe this morning you're listening in on Spirit 94.3 throughout Huntsville. You can text us. We want you to interact with the show. The text line is always open at 936-339-0139. Let us know how you're doing. As we do get started, underwriting support is made possible in part by Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. And here every Friday, our friends from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, their website, SMFH. Did I say that? SHMHF.
It's the initials of the funeral home. You know how many times a day I have to do that?
Probably quite a bit.
S is in Sam, H is in Houston, M is in Memorial, F is in Funeral, H is in Home.com.
Well, Billy Cauthen hanging out with us. The way it's going to work, so many of you have been joining the show for a long time. Obviously, 660 up. Well, some of you may have not been joining it for a long time. Some of you have through the...
Depends on your taste.
through the socials, through the social media. But the way that it's going to work, and here's how the format's going to work, because some folks are going to say, well, can I just listen to the whole show on Spirit Radio? The answer is no, you won't be able to. We're just going to have an opening segment each day, 5, 10, 15 minutes, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll have to be on my best behavior for that.
Billy will have to be on his best behavior, but then we will
I've already been warned.
Yeah, then we will switch over to social media and continue on through the Hello Huntsville app and also online at hellohuntsvilletx.com. You know, it's weird because I've been doing this so long and I'm normally really comfortable doing this, but now with the signal going out over the air, it just feels different to me. Does it feel different to you? I guess we're in the new studio too.
I think it's the new studio that feels different more than anything because I got my table back.
You were missing the table.
Missing my table. I feel more like a news anchor now.
Billy has everything that he needed back now. Almost. Yeah, what are we missing though that you need?
I don't know. I feel like the bathroom's closer or further away now.
It is.
So yeah, there's that. Other than that, I guess I'm happy. Hey, there's a coffee pot in this. Not really a coffee pot, but a single serve Keurig in the studio now. So we're really coming up.
That coffee pot
didn't that come over from the original?
It did, and it never got used
because it was too hard to figure out.
And it's one of those where you have to fill it first. Okay, look, here's the deal. You have to fill it first with the water. Hit the power button, fill it with the water, pop in the pod, and then you've got to wait. And that's the problem. We don't want to wait for it because the other one goes so fast. The multi-serve Keurigs. Yeah. This one, you've got to sit there and wait for it. It's only single serve. Just one and done. Then you got to put in another bottle of water.
Okay.
So, anyways, I finally figured it out.
Do you put just enough water to fill your cup, and then that's how you...
Then you know how much is going to go in, yeah. So I have those little, what are those little, the small water bottles?
Oh, the little 8 ounces or whatever. That's probably good.
And that's a good enough to fill it up, so.
That's a 12-ounce cup you're rocking right there, so.
Well, hey,
we're going to get there, people.
It's 2026, if you can believe that. And, we're still working on some of the formatting of how things are going to roll, with the show. And I was joking earlier. I said 5, 10, 15. We'll probably have about a 10-minute opening segment because we do want to engage with the audience, obviously, that's out there over 94.3 as well. But today is kind of a different day as our first episode. But the way that we envision this is, I have a different co-host with me Monday through Friday. Billy's here on Fridays with us. And the way that it's going to work is each co-host will kind of have their own deal each day. So it'll be something different. Kay is with us, Kay Boning. She always has her Monday mindset, and so we're probably going to obviously continue that. We'll open with more of a Monday mindset type deal on Mondays, Tuesdays. Every day will be something different. Billy, we were tossing around some ideas. What was the one thing that you've been thinking about for a while?
Oh, I try not to think at all costs. Just kind of on cruise control. It was kicked around maybe the Huntsville that I remember segments, which, it's just kind of me not taking a stroll, more like tripping down memory lane. So
As long as you're on top of the hill when you trip, then you can roll down.
Well, that's what I do. I just kind of, I start out great, and then we fall, and then we roll to the bottom, and I'm just hoping and praying we go to commercial.
Yeah. No. Well, it's going to be good, man. That's one thing. We get a lot of interaction from folks that when we start talking about, I've always been a history fan of communities. I used to love talking about the history of Georgetown, but I'm really excited to talk about the history and just different things. You grew up here, Billy. I mean, you've seen so many things, and I guess that's kind of what I want to lead into today. Not really that type of segment, but it's a new year. Yeah. 2026 is here. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
What are you looking forward to in the new year? 2026 is here, and I'm going to ask you your resolution here in a minute. But what are you looking forward to this year?
Ain't that what you read at a funeral, resolution? What am I looking for? I tell you what I'm going to change. I'm going to start saying no more, because I do an awesome job of overwhelming myself with stuff. And what I realized is by there's things that I love to do that I do, like not a lot of people know, but I volunteer out at the Craftsbury Fire Department, and I've enjoyed that, and great for the community. But sometimes I overload myself with other little stuff, that takes away from helping out there, and I'm going to try to do a better job of working real hard on the things that I'm doing now, and maybe not take on so much.
Well, I'm going to have to scratch my list in, because I had about 15 ideas, and I wanted you to be involved in all of them. So I'm just going to.
No.
Yeah, it's going to get.
Look, I just did it. Nope.
I'm going to have 15. No, just kidding. Well, hey, and it's weird because when you.
I just noticed these all have a different color.
Yeah. That's so that one day when producer is here, they'll be able to. Oh, well, that's that color. Let's, it made it easy. Visual, VFR, visual flight rules. So it works out pretty good. Well, we were here last, what was it, 2 nights ago? It's kind of weird to think about the new switchover, but we were here for New Year's, and we went live. The station officially flipped on at midnight. We were doing some testing for a couple of days. We didn't publicize that. We were just testing and working out some kinks on things, but we flipped the switch and got this thing right on at midnight. New Year's, it was something new. Jason Bay was here, and it was really cool. I had an intro that I put together that had Jason on there, Pastor Jason here from First Baptist. It had the late, great Billy Graham with one of his, just a quick little snippet. It was a 3-minute intro. And then one of my favorite quotes that John Osteen had back in the day. John passed away in 99, but I still listen to probably 1 or 2 of his sermons at least a month, if not a week. And so we were here. We left at about 1:45. I wanted to ask you, what was your New Year's? I know you guys just got back from a vacation, too.
We did. We had our friends come over, and we got a little burn pile thing in my pasture, which when I say pasture, it's a 1-acre lot. That's where my giant cattle operation's at. We just lit that burn pile on fire, and they brought some cornhole boards, which I don't play cornhole. I know why it's called cornhole, but I wish they could have found a better name for it. Yeah. But they played cornhole. I sat in a folding chair and was falling asleep. So, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Normally, we do like the New Year's, New York New Year's, where at 10 o'clock I'm in bed, like whatever time zone gets there first.
Are y'all enough are y'all in city limits, or are you in the country?
45 years ago, we were really out in the county, and now the property behind us is in the city, but we are still in the county.
So are the fireworks allowed where you're at, or is that?
Oh yeah. We did fireworks.
Okay.
Which I bought 20 Roman candles in one little box of stuff, and it was called Whiskey Business, not risky, but Whiskey Business. And I didn't buy it for its name. I bought it because the guy's like, oh, it goes up and it's pretty and it shimmers. And I'm like, all right, the girls will love that. I bought those, it was 5 Roman candles to a deal. So I had 4 packages of those and that box of Whiskey Business. It was like $80.
How do you?
How do I spend money on something like that? I don't know. I did it because the kids wanted it, but I mean, any other time I'd have just lit something on fire and we'd have been happy.
No, but how do you do this? How do you how do you mess up? Not you, but as a fireworks salesman, how do you mess up selling? Because they all do the same thing. Oh, what was Oh, it buzzes, it flickers, it
Yeah.
all these
Well, it reminds me of that clip on Joe Dirt when he's like asking the guy what all different fireworks he has, and the guy's like, "No, it's just sparklers."
Yeah, I mean,
But hey, in this being a volunteer firefighter, it's going to show you how insane I am. I bought the Roman candles so we could shoot them at the burn pile to light the burn pile.
did it work?
No, we learned something that when those things are shot at a rigid object, they ricochet.
Oh, nice.
There's one that came back and hit Jacqueline right in the chest.
And y'all are in.
I mean, it didn't stop us from doing it, but it sure was fun.
No courthouse stroll today after that. No visit to the courthouse after that.
I don't think any of my neighbors turned me in, but we were shooting them, and there was a car that drove by, and they probably thought it was World War III because there's Roman candle shots bouncing around and going out towards them, and
Yeah, we this was the first year. It was a weird year because normally obviously if you have your sweetheart, you like to celebrate and have a a New Year's kiss. It's kind of a tradition type deal. This year we went live, like I said on the air. The kids were with us. We didn't have anybody to watch the children. I wasn't going to ask anybody on New Year's anyways to watch the children, and so I had them here with me. Well, they're normally in bed at 8:00. So right down the hall from the studio here is our music suite, and that's where Alan, the worship band, all them get together and everything. I said, boy, that thing's big enough for me to put my dome tent in. And so I put the dome tent in there, and then on top of that, inside of it, I put the air mattress. The plan was for the children to get tired and go to bed at like 9:30.
How'd that work out for you?
No, it didn't. So, and then I was like, hey, I'll get to ring in a New Year on the air. My wife will be with me. None of that worked out. Bridget was in there with the children trying to get them to go to sleep. So it was different. No fireworks, no midnight kiss, none of that. But it was still a great kick into 2026, and 2025 was so rough for a lot of people. We're always positive and upbeat, and that's one thing you'll find about this station too, for those of you that may be listening for the first time and maybe the show for the first time, but we always try to promote positive. But there was a lot of adversity in 2025. You and I know many good people in this community that passed away. A guy that I'm really going to miss is Randy Thompson. Mm-hmm. Randy was such a good friend and a big supporter of not just what we're working on here, but I mean, he was a supporter of this community. And you think about all the good people in this, and there's still, trust me, there's so many good people here. My mom came in to visit. Her and my sister are in town, and I was getting donuts yesterday, trying to find a good donut place that was open. I found one, and so we went, and there was a cowboy and a Prius. Pretty cool. The guy, nice cowboy hat, getting out of the donut shop. And I had realized, I had Braylon with me, and I realized that I parked a little too close to that guy, but there was really no other room. In any other town, you'd probably be getting yelled at. This guy, hey, how you doing, young man? I said, sir, I'm so sorry. I tried to get over. Oh, don't worry about it. You need to do this. I said, no, it's fine. Go ahead and back on it. So friendly. But I was thinking any other town may have not been that friendly. So that was my New Year's morning.
If I'd have been a cowboy like in an 85 Chevy 3/4 ton, you'd have probably been looking for your teeth, right? Stereotyping.
Well, Billy, a little extended opening segment here. For those that are listening on 94.3, after the opening segment, we'll go back to music. If you want to continue watching the show, Billy and I got a lot more to talk about. We will do it on our Hello Huntsville app. You can download that or go to the website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Before we take that break, though, New Year's resolution. I'm not talking like resolutions. It's got to be one thing this year, Billy. What's the resolution for you?
Saying no.
Saying no.
Saying no.
So that is a firm, and I was asking again to make sure that is a firm saying no, no deviation.
Yeah, man, because I'm overloading the wagon, and it's so easy to do. So easy to do, like every day someone comes in, hey, yeah, but we'd love to help with that. We'd love to help with that. I mean, not, like not really the funeral home, but me, you know, hey, I'd love to help with that. Or, hey, that's simple. I can help. Well, next thing I know, I've overloaded the wagon so bad I don't have time for anything I'm doing, you know, and my stuff is getting neglected.
And you think that when you tell someone yes, it's, you know, you because you want to be nice.
I got new doors to hang at my house.
And you think, though, when
and
people ask
it's
you, it's
2
going to be...
years now, they just been sitting in the garage because I don't have time to do my own stuff.
And well, when people ask you, see, you're a nice dude. Here's the deal, because you're kind of like me when I think about this. When someone asks us to do something, oh yeah, no problem, because you think it's going to be easy, and then you get into the trenches with it, and it's a 5-hour project that should have been 5 minutes.
Well, think about it. When you load up a bucket of dirt, you do it one shovel full at a time, right? Well, that's kind of where I'm at. I've overloaded my bucket, but it wasn't bad because it was just one little thing at a time. Well, those 25 one little things have filled up my bucket. Now I don't have room for any of my stuff. Kind of like with the doors. I could very easily put the doors in. Not a problem. But I have over-obligated to so much other stuff that I haven't been able to do it. So I reach out to a few local contractors to try to get some help. Oh, my God. No. For what they want, it's like, dude, the doors will be right beside the openings. All you'll have to do is just nail them up.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, when I get the quotes of what they want to put these doors in, I see stacks of $100 bills. And I'm thinking, those are my hundreds that I have given to other, you know.
Yeah.
Which, hey, when people need help, I want to help because that's the type of guy I am. But at the same time, I'm neglecting myself to go help somebody, you know, fill their bucket. So
that's a good word for everybody listening today, Billy, because I think sometimes, and I've reflected a lot on that too, and, you know, I always want to say yes, and I always felt like if I said no, I was going to miss out on opportunities.
Yeah.
But I've learned that whenever I'm saying yes to everyone else, I'm saying no to my family, and I'm missing out on opportunities with my family.
Well, you know, and these are the same people that you go help fill your bucket, but whenever, you know, or fill their bucket, but when your bucket needs something, they're unavailable.
Yeah.
You know, they're, oh, we're going to jet skiing, or we're doing this, or, you know, we're going up to Colorado, or well, I don't get to do that because I have to go help somebody.
Because your bucket's got too much in it.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Meanwhile, my bucket's at home with a hole in it.
Yeah, no joke, man. Well, Billy, thank you. This is fun. I was so excited to be able to launch the show live on 94.3 over airwaves, the tower of power right outside.
Where's the
we don't have the Crystal Cathedral.
Where's the balloon drop?
That's coming next week, you know. So, but thank you, man. I wanted to make this, you know, we still have some tweaking to do, but you've been so good to us.
We got tweaking.
Yeah, we got some tweaking we got to do here. We got to do some tweaks here in the studio still, but you've been a great friend, man, and I wanted to launch today with you being the first show here over the air.
I want people to come by and see this.
They will. We're going to have a grand opening sometime later in January this month. The issue is we had water damage in another room, and even though that room's not really being used yet, it will be, and I want to get that room fixed before we have the...
Is that going to be your world headquarters?
Yeah, we'll have a globe that spins around outside.
Oh, God, please, 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 please.
And by the way, we're still looking for a van. If you've been watching the show, we're looking for a van. So
yeah, we've been looking for a van for 3 years now.
We're waiting on it, man. I want that hot dog van that's out there. The hot dog guy, I want his van.
Yeah, it's an old motorhome or something.
I want that motorhome.
I think that might be too much for us. But now, like a mini Winnebago, you know, the mini bagos or whatever they call them, mini Winnies.
Yeah.
Oh, we could rock a mini Winnie.
Well, all right. Well, hey,
but we'd have to put a big, long CB Whippington on top, so it look for real.
It's got to bend over.
Put a tennis ball somewhere.
Yeah, there you go, man. Well, hey, we're going to take a break here on Spirit 94.3. We'll go back to music. If you'd like to continue the show, again, you can download the app through the App Store. Just search for Hello Huntsville, or you can go online at HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. We'll take a break. We got more coming up as we continue on. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville. For those of you listening again on the radio, God bless you. Have a great day. Stay tuned in for weather, news, and more. And we'll be back in a moment. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Thank you, Billy.
Yeah, thank me. Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
All right, back at it here as we continue on. Now we're on the social. On the soch.
We're being sociable.
We're sociable. I just told Billy during that break, I said, now that we're back on social, I feel a little more, you know, you can kind of like, you're like this, and then you can kind of ease on into it.
You better
Let's
straighten up. We're not on the radio anymore.
That was fun, though. That was good, man. It's going to take a little time to kind of figure out the inner workings, but I think it's going to be great, man. We're excited. You know, so many good folks in the community, and you guys too, Billy. I mean, y'all have been a huge part. You know, Greg has been a supporter of a lot of what I've been working on, and from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you guys have just always went above and beyond, and that really does mean a lot. And I know y'all are so active in the community that you see your name everywhere. You know, it just seems like everywhere you turn around, there's Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home being a part of it. And so I always tell people, support these organizations whenever you when you see them around town, because they are doing a lot here in the community.
Yeah, and that's funny because like I hear our name a lot because I know we sponsor a lot and we do things and we help a lot and we do a lot of stuff that we don't ever tell people we do just to be who we are. Mm-hmm. But like anytime they're advertising the Sam Houston Memorial Museum, like when I first hear that, I'm like, you know, they'll be talking about the sponsor. We didn't sponsor. No. And then it says, you know, museum. I'm like, oh, whew, okay. It's kind of like, you know, I have a budget I have to work inside of here.
Does it ever work to your advantage, you know, or is it create conflict because people
Sam
think
Houston Memorial Stewart Elementary Funeral or whatever it was.
Yeah. Samuel Walker Education Houston Elementary School Funeral Home, and just throw in everything that you can in it, man. Oh well,
hey, if you call them all, you don't miss anybody, right?
That's it. You call every one of them, man. Well, hey, time now is 8:00 as we're continuing on.
Oh, it sure is. Look at there.
Yeah, it's moving. I put that studio clock up there too, Billy, to make things a little bit easier to see. So
yeah, we're not going to start on time, but we might finish on time.
Yeah. No, we got to start.
We did. We started on time today.
We have to now. We have to because radio.
Are you going to make it?
We'll have to figure it out, man.
Day one in the books.
I'm kind of nervous because I left the children at the house. My sister and mom I'm not nervous like with the kid, but I'm nervous because my family's visiting. I don't want them to babysit the children for us.
I know your mama going to straighten them kids out.
Mama don't play. My mom really doesn't. She's pretty.
Yeah, you're going to get back home today, and those kids are going to be in straight lines doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
They're gonna,
sir, yes, sir.
My mom is the sweetest woman, but she don't play either. That woman, if anybody did her wrong, there'd be quite a bit to pay.
That's right.
And it not only, you know, from her children, but I mean, she can handle her own. It would be from her herself. So, well, anyways, we are here. Welcome back in. It is Friday. Crazy to think the very first Friday of 2026. The old year is in the past. And here's what I wanted to ask you. How long are people going to say it's a new year? Because, you know, there was a church I used to attend, and it was a great church, not knocking it, but it was a great church. But in July, they were still saying if it was 2023 is going to be a breakthrough year. I'm like, we're already 6-7 months into the year. You know,
I reckon you probably just, first week or so you're good, but after that, it's kind of. I mean, how long is a new car a new car?
How long is a new radio station a new radio station?
I don't know. We got a blinking light on our tower?
No, we don't need one.
Oh.
Our tower's lower than the steeple, but I still had to have an FFA clearance for it. Had to have a FFA. Is that FAA? FFA, Future Farmers of America.
Did you get that from Lily?
Yeah. Well, we need to make sure it ain't going to fall on the pigs.
Better call the vice president.
No, an FAA study. We had to have that.
Did you have to have one for the steeple?
No. See, that's what I don't understand. And I was asking them.
That's your government at work. Don't worry, they're here to help you.
Yeah, I said the steeple's higher than the actual tower is. So, oh man,
we should put a red blinking light up there just to be on the safe side. I
want to put I'm talking a big red spotlight up there that spins around.
Oh, like an old rotator.
And I want to have a speaker that makes that noise too. Just have it going all day long.
At the station, one of our fire engines, it's got the buttons on the floor, kind of like old dimmer switches in the vehicle, but these are big round knobs that are on the floor, and one sounds the air horn and the other one does the old horn. And my feet, I guess I got larger feet than whoever designed the vehicle, because every time I get into that thing, I wind up pushing, and those buttons are very sensitive. So I wind up like sounding the siren or something, and like we're driving, and I'm like, who is hitting it? And it's me,
Where did so I never asked you about this. Out of all the things you and I have chatted about for almost 3 years, can you believe almost 3 years, man? And we've never really had a chance to hang out outside of this.
No. Because I'm too busy filling other people's buckets.
Yeah, see, say no. Hey, look. Hey, you want to hang out sometime? Nope.
No, I can't. Sorry.
But I've never, you've told me about Crab's Prairie, but I've never asked you the story of that. I mean, how did you, so are you over there volunteering too?
Yeah.
How did all
I was
that
a
happen?
volunteer when I was a young person.
Okay. You did mention that.
And then when the kids come along, I kind of had to take a break. And then, when James started down his career path and he went out there and he would come back and I'd be like, so what y'all do tonight? Oh, we did this. I'm like, man, I miss doing that. So I just, of course I asked him, I said, hey, do you mind if I go back out there? Because, at that point it was his deal.
Mm-hmm.
And, James being James, I don't care. So I went out there and started volunteering too. And what's crazy is, and I'm not mad at him because I realized, I was a little perturbed at first, but I had to redo all my training. I had, years of training and all that. And they wanted me to redo it. And at first I was kind of grumbly, because I'd already done or thought I'd done all that.
That grumble age.
Yeah, well, because I'm at that age now where everything's an inconvenience to me.
Wait, do that noise again.
But no, believe it or not, fire's still red and hot, but and the goal is still to cool it. But so much stuff had changed that by them and they didn't force me. They didn't get out the pistol and put it right up to my temple or anything. They beat me with the other end of it, but
some meat and hair on the end.
yeah, a little pistol whoop there. But no, they so much had changed that I benefited by redoing some of my training, and it kind of gave me, I don't know, I had a bunch of training that was never, and I've learned this by doing some research, I had a bunch of training hours that were never logged. So I'm in the process now of going in and, fighting to get that stuff. And it's given me a little purpose and drive. My job gives me 110% drive. It's what I do. It's what I look forward to doing. But that being my outside activity now, which...
See, that's good. You need an outlet. You need to get away.
Yeah.
So that's your getaway.
in the nights I'm not on call, I'll when I hurt my shoulder, there was, for the last 3 months, I haven't really been able to help them or do anything. And I don't think, I'm still not to the point to where I could actively go into a burning house or something, but I can drive the truck. I can grab gear off of there.
Oh, cool.
I can put the gear back. I can hyperventilate because I'm out of shape.
Do you get to roll with the guys? Like if they go out on a call, do you do that?
Well, and I have a commercial driver's license, and I've taken my certified emergency vehicle operator training and all that. So, I love to drive the truck. Let those young guys do all the hero work. I'll drive the truck.
Yeah. Which is cool though.
Well, and they need people to do that. They need the older guys with the commercial licenses that, I'll drive the truck and make sure y'all have what you need. You go save the people.
I just want to see you going down the road in that fire engine with your, because we've talked about this with the van, and I want to have your
arm hanging
with
out.
your arm hanging, and you slapping the door. Come on, boys, let's go.
Well, it's back in the day when I was a kid doing that, we had an old fire truck. It was truck 411.
Another issue, real quick.
Yeah, we're going to fix that. And it was an old fire truck that we had gotten. TDC used to have a fire truck or whatever at each unit. It was to light me up.
It's blinded.
Do I look like Jesus?
It's right in your face.
And it's getting worse. Man, when the sun comes up around First Baptist Church, it comes up.
We weren't lying when we said we're tweaking stuff.
God, is this what time y'all normally have Sunday service or something? Yeah.
You should
sunrise.
see it. You should see it on Sunday. Literally, when it comes through the glass, and it's not a stage, it's just glass window, and literally in the front of the stage where Jason's preaching, this beam of light shines right there in the front of the sanctuary.
BS.
And then you see people migrating over because it's like that laser beam that's about to burn them, so they start moving away from. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I was telling a story about that old fire truck. When I was younger, that we'd get a call on 45, and I'd have to take that truck. And I love that truck, man. That was just to me, that was the coolest fire truck, but it didn't go very fast. And I'd get on 45 with the lights and the sirens, and I'm going to a car fire or something. And back then, things were different. If you got to the fire station, you rolled the truck. If you were by yourself, you rolled the truck. And I can't tell you how many times that bit me in the rear, because when I'd get to the call, guess how many people were coming to the call? Me.
Man, oh.
So, but no, I'd get on 45, and none of those trucks had air conditioning or anything. So you'd roll the window down, and I'd be on 45 beating the side of the door, talking about, come on, let's go. Because, I got the lights and sirens going, and that thing's doing like 62 miles an hour, wide open, screaming, whoa. and somehow beating the side of the door, people will increase the horsepower of a Ford fire truck.
Well, it's like an old TV. If you beat it, it works.
Yeah, exactly. Same deal.
Doesn't work with
just
children
beat
that
the
way.
side of it and go on. But no, they got great leadership out there now, and they have an emergency service district, and between them and the leadership of the department, they've gotten really nice equipment.
How does all that work? Is it county funded? Is that how that works?
Well, back in the day, it was like the county mailed us a check, and the water. And when I said mailed us a check, I think we got $400 a month from the water department.
Yes.
And maybe $800 a month from the county. You're like, oh, that's a lot of money. Yeah, until we paid for diesel or one tire or one section of fire hose or whatever. But the guys that started that fire department in 1985, they were pretty smart. Anytime they could get some money, they put it into CDs and stuff like that. And again, now with they're not like new leadership. They've been out there for a long time, but they're just the way they've restructured everything.
That's all governed by a board, right? The ESD has a board.
Now with the ESD, there's a board, and I don't know how responsive the board is to us. I've never been to a board meeting because that's not my place. I show up when the bell, or I'm supposed to show up when the bell rings. But no, like I said, with the leadership they have out there now, they really. Man, they're serving that community. I mean, just hands down, they're doing a great job.
I should have asked you about all this on the opening segment. This was good radio,
You don't ever ask me nothing.
I don't ask you, man.
Right now, you're like interrogating me with the blinding light.
Yeah.
Should I go get my sunshades?
Well, I'm thinking we're going to take a break, and I'm going to go get my green screen and put up over that window so it doesn't fry your eyes and your forehead.
Remember when we said there was some stuff that we had to work through?
Look at this.
Hey, didn't we talked about getting shutters up there?
Ward's working on them for us. Hey,
I'm gonna call David right now and find out where our stuff.
They're good people. They donated the carpet for in here. They said we want to help with we want to help you, Rob, and help the church and those kind of things. And they said we'll take. And the floor turned out really awesome. It's exactly what I was hoping for. But then the tile floor,
like a place to walk.
Yeah. I just wanted it. I didn't want it to be. What's that game? The floor is lava or whatever. I never understood that, but that's all new age stuff.
I'm not jumping in a chair unless there's a snake.
Yeah. But they did this, and then huge shout out over to Weldon too. There at TCS, he put in that tile floor for us, the wood tile, which I like because it's easy to clean. And
they're TCB at TCS, right?
That's
taking
it.
Care of business.
TCB, yeah. And I mentioned all these other people, and I'm not just saying it because Billy's here, but I go back and I do thank our foundation support. We've been doing this for 3 years, and
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
And we're still.
I remember
going.
My first show.
Do you? What was it? I don't remember. Well, hold on. Hold that thought. Let's take a break.
Hold that.
Yeah,
thought.
hold that thought. Let's take a break because I do want to
get catching water with a cheese grater when you ask me. Why don't you catch some water in that fishing net?
Where do
and
you
just
come
hold
up
on
with these
to it?
phrases from, man? I need to make a book. I wish that I could come up with that stuff, but I can't, man.
Jason Thompson used to think that stuff was funny. Now it just irritates the crap.
No, I think it's great. We need a book of it. Let's take a break. I need to go get a wall to put up here so poor Billy can see the rest of the day. We'll take a break. Let us know
My
that you're
future is bright, apparently.
It's very bright, man. It's like a
I
diamond.
need more like a welding hood at this point.
We'll take a break. Stay with us. Let us know you're out there today. Many people are chiming in, and we want to welcome you in here on a brand new year as we get rolling. We'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Good morning, Huntsville. And on this Faithful Friday, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They've been serving this area since 2002. SHMFH.com. See, I couldn't do it on air.
Yeah.
Could do it here, though. It's the nerves.
I've been serving this area since 1980.
Yeah. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
Quick weather update as we continue Good Morning Huntsville, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Hey, you know what, man? What's going on with that, Billy? I guess I must have bumped something because the light is still in your eyes. And we fixed that a while ago. Completely fixed. There it is. Look at that. Did you see the light come and then go? It was there and it was there and it went away.
It's a miracle.
Weather update. Right now, mid-60s. Today, 80 degrees. Record high today.
It feels good outside right now. So if you got something to do it. But after lunchtime, it's all on you.
Did y'all put up Christmas decorations? Y'all do that, the lights and all that kind of stuff?
We did not. Jacqueline did.
Okay, you're not in charge of the outdoor lighting or any of that stuff?
No, we don't. I was going to do outdoor Christmas lights this year. We just never. Yeah.
The wife isn't too happy with me because I left the clips from last year but here's the thing, when you have the clips on the shingles and you barely tug it from the ground, it starts going do all the way around, but half of them popped off and the other half didn't. And so I have like little random clips on the roof still.
Our house that we lived at Jones View in 980, I had set up, and of course, those of y'all that are not visually watching the show, this will not make any sense to you. But you know those little golden hooks you get like at the hardware store, like you get a whole 50 pack of them for a couple dollars. Mm-hmm. I started on the house. And
the screw ones?
Yeah. I screwed them in every 3 foot. And what I would do is the front of our house was just straight across. So they were straight line, 3 foot apart from one end to the other. I would get up on a ladder and I would put the first Christmas light on the first hook and then put a zip tie on it. And then I would take and, where the lights came together, I would tie them together, like you would do an extension cord when you're working on something so it won't come unplugged. I would do that, and then I would go to the very end of the line, pull it tight, and I had a broomstick with a notch in it. And I could lift it up and set that whole row of lights inside of all those hooks. I would then take that ladder, get up on the other end where I just set the strand of lights, make sure it was pulled tight, and put another zip tie. And our lights were absolutely perfect. Straight, all of them facing down, and they were just, bam, son, like I nailed that sucker. Our new house, we don't really have that luxury. So ever since we moved back to Summer Place, I've never done Christmas lights. But this year, I actually talked about doing it. Because forever, we had like this big, humongous tree in front of our house that kind of blocked the view of the house. But it got to where it was starting to be a threat to the house, so we had it removed. So now, like when you drive by, that's all you see is the front of our house. So next year, I'm going to do it.
Does y'all's house sit off the road a little ways, or is it pretty close on the road?
It's probably 50 yards off the road, I guess.
So, yeah, it's pretty good little ways off.
Yeah, but I mean, when you drive by, I mean, that's...
You can see it.
Yeah, that's... Because our yard used to have a bunch of trees, but over time, this one got... Oh, I'm trying to remember, like elm wilt or something. It's where the bark comes off and there's like a powdery type stuff, and you got to cut the tree. There's no saving it. You just cut it down.
And even the ground, you're supposed to trench around the ground on like oak wilt. But whenever
Maybe that's what oak wilt or something.
turns like to rubber, the tree turns into rubber almost.
Yeah.
Wilty.
Yeah.
Hey, wilty.
So, but and I had down front of our house when I was a kid, we planted, it was a live oak, a cedar, a live oak, a cedar, and a live oak. And it kind of like, because my mother, she wanted like some privacy. So the trees were there for that. Well, the cedar trees, we finally cut those down. One of the live oaks didn't make it. So there's 2 live oaks. And then there's a couple of elms. And then there was that big oak tree just right off the front porch. Which when I was a kid, there was a swing that was hanging there. And, everyone would come over and we'd swing and, great time.
Play John Anderson, just a swinging.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Individually swinging. Self-swinging.
Just a swinging. It's one of my favorite songs, by the way.
And it was cool because it was the rope swing that just had like the one rope, and we tied knots in it so you could like climb up the tree or whatever. And it was it was like a tire swing, but instead of having a tire, it just had like a 2x6 with a hole drilled in the center, and that's what the rope ran through.
Wasn't it so easy back then? Things were so simple. It was
Oh
just a
man,
simple
and
life.
not hours, days and days of entertainment with that $4 contraption.
Why did we get so complicated? Like, what led?
Nintendo.
It has to be. that was the start of it.
Yeah.
My dad always
because
thought it
we
broke
went
the
from
TV.
playing outside to playing inside and not going outside because we wanted to play inside because we had to get Mario on that doggone flagpole. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spin around, and if you hit it with a certain amount of time left, you would get the fireworks. Remember, if you hit it on a 7, yep. Things have changed. Well, I got a little bit of the lights up. I didn't put them on the roof. It's a lot of work putting them on the roof, and so I don't know. I just haven't had much energy.
I try to stay off my roof at all cost.
Well, mine I don't crawl because the pitch is pretty high, and so I just put the ladder up against it. But there's parts where at the front that peak is really high, and when I get on that ladder, it starts bending in the middle, and it doesn't feel good.
Our roof is metal.
Oh, you don't.
You know what they make slides out of?
Metal.
You know what that roof is?
Metal.
Slide.
Yeah.
Slide with little screw top speed bumps.
Well, I brought up the whole thing about the Christmas lights and all that because I took down everything yesterday. And I didn't put them on the roof, but there was still so much stuff in the yard. I mean, I just kept adding stuff. I added something 2 days before Christmas, and instead of putting lights on the roof, I decided, this will be kind of fun. Why don't I make a landing pad for Santa for the kids? And so I took the big string of lights that normally go on the roof, and I laid them in the front yard. And it turned out pretty good. But I didn't, I'm not fancy, so I didn't have those stakes, and you pop each bulb into a stake. So I just laid them in the yard around the curb and then back up the side. It actually worked out. So yesterday I was picking up all that stuff, and man, I broke a sweat and had to go in twice and drink water and just take a breather because it was pretty warm yesterday for January.
There's a house on Broadmoor that I'm not a big Grinch fan. I didn't grow up watching that. I mean, I know that cartoon is old, but to me, it didn't hit popularity till a couple years ago.
TikTok probably.
Yeah, probably. But anyhow, there's a house on Broadmoor where they have a giant Grinch rolling up the lights, and there's a dog with the
Oh, that's cool.
the deer horns, and the string of lights goes up, and it's just like one staple on the house. So it's like the scene of the Grinch where he's pulling the Christmas lights down and rolling them up. And I'm like, that right there. That's it. That's what I could do. I wouldn't have to like get up on my roof or anything. I'd have to get up on a ladder for one deal, but yeah. But then, like, where do you store all that stuff? Like, this is a big plywood cutout. I mean, they use 2 sheets of plywood to make this.
I don't know.
It's like the people with the big joy letters, which, hey, don't get me wrong, that's cool, man. Especially when you set the light just right and it puts the shadow on your house.
Yeah, behind it. That's really cool.
Where do you put that?
There was somebody that did that with out in the neighborhood with the nativity scene. It was the coolest I've seen yet, because what you just said was exactly how it was. There was the light was shining on the nativity, but then the shadow of the nativity was on the wall.
Yeah, see, we could get old Blaine McAdams and make us one of those.
He could do it. Yeah,
He did the one on the courthouse.
he did any of those that you see. He's done all of those. Yeah, here it is. It's kind of, look at that. That's cool.
That took some work.
Yeah, let me show this as Jason Bay would say, to the people.
Show it to the people.
Let me show this.
Let all 4 of them see it.
Yeah, there you go. There's 40 of them. Later there'll be about 600, but right now about 40. Look, there you go. So I thought that was really cool. And did they know that it was going to do that the first time they ever set it up?
They had to have worked to do that. That had to be her out there. Harold, get it closer. Too close. Back up. No, go back.
I just thought it was cool, so. Well, Billy, I want to switch gears. It is a Faithful Friday, and you need a break once in a while. You and your family got a much-needed break here just a week or so ago. Tell us what happened, man. I'm a little bit jealous.
We did. We snuck out in the middle of the night unbeknownst to anybody.
Snuck out in the water.
Snuck out. We went out and got on that cruise ship.
Just walked on it.
Yeah. No, we didn't just walk. You can't just walk on, by God. They want to see a video of your birth, and they look up Ancestry.com, see where you people come from. We went on a Carnival cruise, which we've done in the past, but we haven't done in 10 years, I guess.
Oh, that had to have been fun. And with the kids now all grown up, it had to be really fun.
Oh, they still hit the candy shop though.
Yeah.
Just Jacqueline was smarter about it. She didn't take me to go to the candy shop, so I didn't know how much it cost.
So y'all went, what, 7-day?
No, we did a 4-day. We're poor people.
4-day?
Yeah.
4-day. What is that, 4-day? Is it 3 night, 4 days? Is that how it works? Or how does
Something like that. I don't know how they count that.
Where did y'all go to then? So you go
We went to Cozumel. And
so you go there and back, right?
yeah, we didn't do an excursion or anything. We just got off and went to Margaritaville.
That's cool.
I had a Coke with no ice.
Soda water?
Soda water. I had a soda.
Was it the Mexican Coke, though, in the bottle?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was in a can, but it was the Mexican Coke.
It's got to be in the bottle, though.
Oh, I get it, man, but...
See,
had the cutest, sweetest little waitress, too, man. She would I was kind of hoping her and James would hit off, But, he had his own stuff he was worrying about.
Yes.
So.
Dad, sorry, I've had to give up on Crafts Prairie.
I'm
staying in Cozumel.
Joining the Hey, their fire department was having a fundraiser, and they were selling T-shirts. So, not everyone in my family, but 3/4 of us got a T-shirt from there, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
So that's it. When we went, we've only went twice, and it was probably the last. I hate to say this, but I've only taken 2. A vacation is not, let's go somewhere for the weekend. That ain't a vacation. A vacation is getting away.
I
haven't done that in years.
This is where I have to explain myself. I have to 110%. I have to, and you can fight me. You can come to my office today, and we can spar over this. In order for me to get away, I have to take a cruise.
Because you can't do nothing on that ship.
That's right.
With anybody on the outside.
When that thing goes, and they pull away from the dock, you're out, buddy. They will not turn that sucker around. I do not get the internet package, so once we get a couple of miles out, you can't get Billy. I'm done. I'm on the boat.
Is this what you do when it pulls out?
Yeah, pretty much. I let them have it. You can see the shadow of that on the green screen. No, I'm just kidding.
It was nothing.
Hello after dark. But no, that's the only way I can do it, because if not, the phone calls keep coming in, the text messages keep coming in. I can't separate. In order to truly take a break, people, you have to unplug and disconnect.
Yeah.
And as long as I have this devil device here, I can't, because I can't get away from it. So when that boat pulls out in the water, I become a different person. I literally just leave this thing, because it doesn't do me any good. I leave it in the room. But now Carnival has got to where, like, we've always done, anytime dining, which is where when we're ready to eat, we just go to the I almost said cafeteria, the officers' dining hall. We go down to the, whatever you call that, the restaurant.
Do they still have the servers though on that
Oh
plan?
yeah, they still do.
I didn't know that they had that.
I don't really hit the buffets, and everybody's like, "You're a big guy, you're at the buffet." No,
I like those buffets, buddy.
and they're great for some people, but you think of all 4,000 people on that boat touching the same spatula. Yeah, think about that for a minute. I don't ever see them wiping those things down either. But anywho, now you have to check in on the app.
Huh.
Which, surprisingly enough,
Was it easy?
their app works on the boat. Nothing else does.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I want to go back sometime. We haven't done it in a long time, and I've heard that they have childcare on the ships as well.
We did that when the kids were little.
What was that like as an adult? Was it nice? I mean, are they there from
back then? If I remember correctly, when we dropped the kids off, they gave us almost like a restaurant style pager thing that like vibrates and goes off when your table's ready. I want to say they gave us one of those in case there was a problem they could contact us.
How long do you leave them there for?
There's certain times, like they open up at this time in the morning and they can stay there until this time in the evening. And I think they'll feed, but we didn't do that.
Yeah,
we dropped the kids off long enough to like go to the comedy show or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
something
leave them
that
there
wasn't
all day.
appropriate for them to be there. But the other stuff we did, we took our kids because we are a family and we love our family, and our family's our family, whether you're a month old or 100 years old.
Sure.
So.
And whether you're texting your son, a picture of bread,
yeah,
and you love them.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Or ketchup bottle,
Yeah. Well, not with their internet package. But no, we got, of course, on the way down there, I'm never sick. I never take a day off from work. You can ask Greg. I had surgery. I had my rotator cuff, a bone spur, and a frozen shoulder on a Wednesday. I was back at my office on Friday.
Wow.
I never take a sick day. Never. Guess who was sick the morning we got to go on the cruise? Billy James Cauthen.
No, man.
So James drove us down there. I sat in the front trying to nap. We stopped at Dutch Bros. Some coffee got spilled. The whole trip was in jeopardy of...
Were you running a fever or anything, or just...
I had a fever.
See,
I had a headache.
That mess has been going. I just got over that.
My stomach hurt.
Yep.
I thought I had the flu. I'm like, this is freaking great, people. This is awesome.
Breaking news: the recent Carnival line, everyone was sick.
Well, it's me. Blame me. But we got on the boat. I told Jacqueline. She's like, what do we need to do? Do we need to turn around and go back home? I said, no. Let's get on the boat, get me to my room, and just let me sleep. And I slept. I slept like a rock, son. I was out. Nobody touched me. The next morning, I woke up.
Ready to roll.
Brand new man.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
you just needed to sleep. That's what it was.
Well, and for the people that really know me and they know the behind the scenes Billy, I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. I
think that I was so worried about my job because my job is my life. Taking care of these people are my life. It's what I do. It's not some fake persona I put up. It's your family's my family, and I worry about my families. I think it was stress. I think it was hey man, you're finna be gone for 4 days. And I mean, Jason, Judith, Carrie, Belinda, everyone there is way more capable than I ever thought of being. but it's the fact that I wouldn't be there to support and help them that I think I made myself sick.
Yeah.
But again, when I woke up the next morning, I was full of piss and vinegar. I mean, I was ready to go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh.
I need a pina colada. I need to watch them kids on the ropes course. Where's the pickleball? Where's the putt-putt? Where's the gymnasium? I went to the gym.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been keeping up with that.
Well, I've been doing physical therapy on my arm, and they got like the little pulley system where like I raise and lower.
See, and that's another thing that was stressing you out. Probably getting nagged by the, oh, you need to do this.
Oh, no, the lady loves me now.
Oh, okay. Because you're following her rules, huh?
Sure.
Following her rules. Yeah.
I haven't worn my sling in there the last 2 or 3 times that I went, and I've been like waiting for her to say something. Nothing.
All good.
Yeah, like I ain't never had one. I was getting ready to tell her my new doctor told me I didn't need to have it. And when she asked me who my doctor was, I was going to tell her it was me, Dr. Me. But no, I'm supposed to be like, not using, which I am right now. I'm using my own power to raise it.
Uh-huh.
So I went to the gym, and there's like all these muscle men's in there,
Oh, God. Here, yeah.
And I get on this one machine. It's like you pull it down. It's got resistance when you pull it down, so it wants to go back up. So there's all these guys in there with the muscle shorts and the little shorts and the muscles, and they're all gleaming, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm sitting on this one machine with 10 pounds of resistance on it because that's as low as it'll go, working that one arm out.
And when you come down, you're like...
And every now and then, like, they would get to watch him and be like, hey, brother, you need this machine? I had to do my best Mr. T voice for him,
No, I'm good.
Hey, fool, you need this machine? And there's one guy that got to watching me, and I said, hey, you need it? He's like, no, but I said, I just had rotator cuff surgery. He's like, oh, man, a friend of mine had that. And, him and a friend worked together. And I was like, hey, what do you do? And because I'll talk to anybody. For those of y'all that know that, I'll talk to anybody.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm a truck driver and da-da-da-da. And he was like, my buddy, he done hurt his doing this. I'm like, hey, man, you're a young guy, but I'm glad to see you in the gym work, but be careful. Because mine was like, no warning, no nothing, just plap, and my arm went dead. So,
see, if I was talking, yeah, man, I had a buddy who just had that rotator cuff, sir. It didn't go so well after the therapy. He's permanently disabled. I'll just throw something out there.
Can't use his left arm. He's fat. His hair's falling out. And I'm signing autographs.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hey, let's take one final break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. I want to talk with Billy a little bit about Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and the great work that they continue to do here in this community. And as always, big thank you, since we're talking about medical things, our friends at HMH, Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They have been our streaming provider. I wish they could provide our streaming. That'd be nice to have one place to go for everything, but they sponsor our streaming platforms. We have to pay a cost to be not only through Spirit Radio, of course, now, but also on the YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. There's a provider that we use, and that costs money each month, and HMH has been so gracious to help cover that cost so that we can continue to promote and celebrate the good here in Huntsville.
Is we on a TikTok?
Not yet. We need to get on there. Yeah, we need to get on that thing. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us as we wrap it up. When we come back, as always, we are here on this Faithful Friday, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. It's our family serving yours since 2002. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us, please. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope,
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, back at it as we continue on. We'll wrap it up here in just a few moments.
We're saving the world in the background. That's what we're doing.
Saving it all.
Solving all the problems.
Saving it all for you. Billy, been a fun morning. Happy New Year, man. I know I told you that, but I'm going to tell you again.
I think we need to put like a limit on that. Like this week.
Just
like 7 days from the...
We didn't come to an agreement on that, so I do agree now.
Yeah, 7 days.
Because I've
You get 1 week to say, Happy New Year!
And that's it.
Yeah, and then we're because we're not. There's no going back. It's not like we bought this new year. We don't like it. We're going to go back and get our old year. So yeah.
See, Christmas for me, it's a week leading up to December the 25th. So you can start saying Merry Christmas a week before, and then as soon as Christmas is over, December 26th, it's Happy New Year up until whatever we just decided.
The 7th.
The 7th. I think that's a good rhythm.
Yeah, that's it.
I was joking. I wasn't joking. I was talking. It's just truth. I've always seen when radio stations, they'll switch format and it's like a new station or there will be a new station and they'll say the new da-da-da-da-da. And some of these stations have been on the air for 10 years and they're still saying the new. I'm like, well, how long are you going to be new for? So there has to be a limit on that as well. And I think, I've never said, we're not on FM right now anyways, so it's not getting out, but I've never said, the new 94.3 Spirit Radio. I don't think I will say that either.
I mean, because it is new, but it's not new. I mean, it's what it's been since
5 years ago.
Yeah.
But now it's over FM. So, anyways, that's like if you made a change.
Kind of like our Thunder 101.7 days. Thunder.
The new. Well, it's like you. If you made a big change in your life, what are you going to say? Hey, it's the new Billy. And how long are you going to say that for?
We're wearing flip flops now.
Well, Billy, I did want to encourage people. A lot of folks wait, and it's okay. I'm not knocking it. I think we should make New Day resolutions, not just New Year resolutions. But a lot of folks do make New Year's resolutions, and I don't want to gloss over that fact. But
there's a cat. See the cat in the shadow?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like a little window there now that you see through the. And you know what? That sun is barely going to peek over that, and it's going to hit you again here in just a few minutes.
Guess the shape with Bob and Bill and Rob.
I'm going to have to do, and it's only that window, right? It's going to be that one. That's the one. That's like the
You want a redneck solution to the problem?
A curtain rod, like a
Go
shower
to Harbor
rod.
Freight and get you a tarp and zip tie it to that fence out there.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea. Does it? Do you see the top of
Yeah. The rail, the top rail of that fence is about an inch down from the top of that window.
So you may have a little sliver of sunlight.
Redneck remodeling with Rob and Bill.
Dude, that's awesome, actually. And then you still get.
They have the ones that are like sunscreens, or are almost like a trampoline material. That way we could still see outside the studio windows.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do that today when you're not doing anything else?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
When you're not filling somebody else's bucket.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to do. We have so much to do, man. You guys have a lot to do. I wanted to mention this, as I was talking about resolutions, make this the year and make this right now. Make the commitment that you're going to go by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and get that stinking pre-planning done. And I say stinking because if you don't do it, then there is going to be a big stink in your family. Mm-hmm. Get it done this year. We have been talking about it for a year or more on this show, and a lot of people are not doing it. Some have, but many have not. I'm guilty. I'm going to go get it done.
You could even do it online.
You know what I'd like to do? I wonder if it'd be appropriate. I'd like to just do it one day live on the show. I'll go through it real quick on the show for a quick segment.
Okay.
Just show people. Well, there may be some personal stuff in there, but I'll review it. Maybe I won't fill it out personally because there's some stuff in there probably you don't want to air out.
About the only thing in there that you wouldn't want to air out, it does ask for your social.
Okay.
Which is, and I don't give my social to anybody for anything. The only reason we ask for that social is when the time does come and we do need that document, we're going to need that social security number for the death certificate.
I gotcha.
And your kids don't know your social security number. My wife knows mine.
This is the best ever. I love this. We put that thing up and it's still.
Let me get down low.
Yeah, hey, the seat will lower. Yeah.
Coming to you from under the broadcasting table.
You'll sit Indian style in the corner.
Crisscross applesauce. That's indigenous people style.
Can I have some goldfish?
You got goldfish?
Yeah, we'll have them.
If you got some goldfish and some juice, I will set over there.
Oh, man. Well, Billy, thank you. Thank you to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Greg, thank you, and all the staff over there. Y'all have been tremendous in supporting not just what we do here through Hello Huntsville and the community, but, man, just supporting everybody all around. And I know that the job's not easy, but y'all are there to serve families and really take care of families and do what you can to help them through some of the most troubling times. Now, I won't get into the weeds of this, but I was talking to someone a while back, and they were new to the area, and they had recently found out about our show, but this was after the fact, and she had told me, this person had told me, she goes, I really wish that I would have known about y'all sooner, because I really probably would have preferred to go through Billy. I just like his attitude and just his persona and what he puts out. And that was just over this, and we joke around and cut up. And so if you can imagine a serious Billy,
yeah,
then there you go.
That's available between 7 and 7, Monday through Friday,
yeah,
and every third weekend.
There you go, man. Well, Billy, maybe just any final comments. I appreciate you hanging out today. Thanks for being here and welcome into I wanted something to be a little more special today and open up the new studio with you. So
thanks for getting a coffee pot a little closer. Thanks for having the Donut Shop coffee. Let's see.
Is that's good coffee though, the Donut Shop coffee?
I like at home, or
cheapest,
what I
that's
show
why
up here with. I do the Cafe Bustelos.
No, see, that's too high class for me. I can't afford that.
What that does, it slams your eyes wide open.
What's it? Cafe Bustelos.
It's espresso.
What is Bustelos?
Bustelos.
It sounds like a nickname for somebody.
Yeah. What's up, Bustelos?
Hey, Bustelo.
I don't know what it is. I just know
that's probably some
cafe coffee or
horrible
something.
word or something.
Probably. Good thing we're not on the FM right now.
It's your favorite I guess it's all funny, man. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. 3 years in, many more to go, and we're going to keep promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. And we'd love for you to be a part of it in 2026. We've already we're working on events as there's 2 events that we like to hold each year. One of them is our Share the Love fundraiser. That was from HLI class 43, I think I was in. I can't remember now.
There's a song that's coming to mind right now.
Share the Love.
Blinded by the Light.
Oh, well, we'll play that one.
Yeah.
But we're going to get that as our senior citizen fundraising drive that'll take place in February. And Sam Houston Memorial is automatically a part of that as part of their ongoing continued support here.
That's one of my favorites, actually.
It's a lot of fun, and we enjoy helping those folks out. And then we will have our 4th annual Rays of Hope coming up in
Are we still going to be at
June.
the HEB parking lot?
Well, hopefully, yeah, that's the plan. So, and I'm going to do a little bit more this year. We're going to have some boxes around town.
I don't understand HEB.
Well, here everything's better.
I guess, but where do all those people come from?
I don't know.
You can drive past there at 4 o'clock in the morning. Full.
Yep.
Full. Did HEB just buy those cars and park them there?
No. And that's why Zach has been so gracious to us because they're not able to have a lot of those type of events anymore because of the parking situation. But when I was working for the local station here in town, I moved it from the Shenanigans parking lot because it made better sense to have it over there at HEB where people can go in, buy what they need, come out and donate it.
Yeah.
And, and it was a great sponsorship for them as well. So
I don't get it.
it's paid actors.
I guess paid shoppers.
Yeah, they get discount
I
cards.
want to be a paid shopper.
That's it. Well, hey, I pray that 2026 will be your best year yet. We are looking forward to this new year and a lot in our community. Be mindful. One last thing I wanted to say yesterday, my mom was with me. We went driving around. I miss driving with my mom. I used to my grandmother and I did it all the time. And now that, my mom lives 3 hours away, but she and I just went out and drove for about 45 minutes yesterday. I drove her around and showed her some things here last night in town. And, I said, let's go, obviously, if you know me, let's go by McDonald's. And so mom wanted an apple pie and we went through there and there was that gentleman. There's a homeless gentleman in this community. It's very nice. He doesn't bother anybody, and he has a dog. And
hangs out at the gas station.
He does, yeah. And that dog, he lost that dog. I don't know if somebody took it or what happened, but he got his dog back. And I rolled down the window and chatted with him for a while last night. And I say that because of this. Be mindful of the people in our community. That not everybody here. You know what? He's just as much of a part of Huntsville as Billy and I and anybody else. And he chose to be here. And you know why he chose to be here? Because people aren't running him out. They're nice to him. And he is nice to others. And so if you see that gentleman out, go up and help him out. I try to help folks when I can, Billy, but I have a disclaimer. If I have a few extra bucks, I don't often, but if I do, the only disclaimer that I always have for anybody, I said, I'll be more than happy to help you out a little bit. But I tell them, but if you buy alcohol with this, I'll never give you another dime. And that to me is a personal thing of why I do that. It's not judgmental, but it's a personal thing. I just don't want somebody to continue down that path because I've seen the destruction that it brings. But that man, he doesn't take that and buy booze with it. He buys food for his dog. He buys food for himself. And he's just a good man. And I don't know his story. I don't know why he's in the position that he's in. But I do know one thing, that we can love on him and support him and help him where we can. He's not. And here's the thing: he's not even asking for it. He's not out there panhandling with the sign saying, "I need this," or he's just
coming up to you as soon as you open your door. And stuff.
No, he's just trying to live his life. And obviously, he's been through something. Something's happened to him. And so this year, make it a point to be mindful of people in the community that are going through something like that, and see what you can do to help them. So that's my final remark. Well, Billy, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. What do you got on tap the rest of the day?
We're working.
All right.
Yeah, we got stuff to get done.
Y'all got any services today?
Not today, but we got services Saturday and Sunday.
Well, hey, I know I always say I got one more thing. I do have one more thing. Jason was here. Thompson works with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. He came on Sunday, he and Rachel here to service. And he said, "Man, I just needed to be at church."
I got 2 of my people coming up here.
Well, he told me that over that break, which wasn't a break for him.
Funeral directors don't get breaks.
6. He went and picked up 6 people.
Yes, he did.
You think about people serving our community during a holiday. These folks are out taking care of families because people don't choose when they're going to pass away.
And he was very, very close to one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that,
It's not
hometown
easy.
funeral directors we see, we know the people that we're bringing into our care.
Yeah. So just be mindful of the work that you guys do too. And
Pat us on the back, slip us $100 bill.
Yes.
Let us know how we're doing.
Slip a Benjamin, Franklin, them are all your friends.
That'll help me get my doors installed.
All right.
That'll cover one door installation, apparently.
Yeah, might. It'll empty the bucket a little bit.
I'll give you some of my dirt.
There it is. Well, hey, we appreciate you. We'll be back at it. We're going to have a great weekend. We'll be back at it Monday with Kay and Rick Boning, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. They've been out past couple of weeks, but they're back in town, and we will feature Kay's Monday Mindset on the air on 94.3, and then we'll continue the show through the Hello Huntsville app and YouTube, Facebook, and all the rest. So make sure that you join us. And as I end every single show, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise this year, especially, somebody out there needs you. Until then, good morning, Huntsville. God bless. Big thank you to Billy Cauthen and our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We appreciate all that they do. Thank you, Billy. We'll see you, man.
See ya.